Final Fantasy XII, The Zodiac Age, is a remake, remaster of sorts for the PlayStation 4. I'm Kyle Hilliard. Joe Juba is here.
Yes.
He has spent a lot of time with this game, and he's going to tell us 4 things about it.
I have spent a lot of time playing it. And the first thing that struck me about it is that it's more than just a remaster. And they've actually gone back and tweaked a lot of systems under the hood in this.
Is there new content?
It's a lot of ease of use improvements that have gone on. The job system has changed, and it's an improvement. In the original, there was just one giant license board where you bought your different abilities, but it was hard to see exactly like where you were going or plan ahead for where, like how your characters would develop, which led to characters not being super specialized. The new job system lets you zero in on particular roles like Archer, like Red Mage.
You like being able to focus your party that way. That's an improvement.
I think that's an improvement. I know on some level it seems like you have less flexibility as a player, and that is true, but I think the restrictions that it puts on you, I think, ultimately result in more interesting battles because you're forced to sort of consider your different characters' abilities in a way that the original version didn't force you to do. Beyond the job system, there are smaller tweaks that may not be as noticeable, but still make the experience just more comfortable and friendly. Using your special abilities called quickenings, which are sort of this game's version of limit breaks, that used to be tied to your MP. That's not the case anymore. They sort of operate on their own like limit break meter, essentially. But then there's also stuff like your ability to control guest characters.
It sounds like there's like a lot of small things that affect the entirety of the game, as opposed to like we added one single section or something like that.
Yeah, and that's the right way to put it. So then lastly, the thing I want to point out about the Zodiac Age, and this just sort of applies to Final Fantasy XII in general, this game is a very different Final Fantasy and a very different kind of RPG. If you haven't played Final Fantasy XII before, I think you're in for something fun and exciting here. And if you have played it before, you're in for an improved version of what you remember.
Our PC editor, Dan Tack, is a noted Final Fantasy XII hater.
Oh, okay.
Will he like this version of the game, you think?
No. Oh, no. The core of Final Fantasy XII remains the same. Battles sort of flow automatically based on conditions and commands that you set up in the menus. That's still the same, and that's the thing that most people take issue with the game. That, and it's sort of got an MMO-style world.
So Final Fantasy XII, The Zodiac Age, it comes out on PlayStation 4 July 11th, and we'll have more coverage of it in the upcoming issue of the magazine. Joe, thank you so much for talking to me about Final Fantasy XII, The Zodiac Age.
I'm happy to talk to you about RPGs anytime, Kyle.
That was the best one we've ever done.
They're always the best one we've ever done.